Welcome to this new episode of Code with Secho. As you already know, the name is Secho, and we are here on a brand new episode. Alright, so in this episode, I am going to show you something beautiful, something that made me fall in love with Flutter. Alright, so I'm not going to take your time. Let me just tell you. Alright, so I've discovered that there is this beautiful thing in Flutter called live templates. Yeah, live templates. It comes with Android Studio. I haven't tried it with other IDEs yet, but I believe it is one beautiful thing that every developer must understand and find out. So in this episode, I am going to take you through how I discovered it and how it helps in writing mobile applications or creating classes and all those things in Flutter. So as you can see on my IDE, I have my app opened. We are not going to code. I'm just going to show you some few things in here. All right, so let me create a new that class. All right, so in the screens, I will create a new screen called test screen. All right, so let me call this test screen, and then in here I want to create a stateless widget. All right, so you normally see, or you've always been using this when you want to create a stateless widget. You don't have to create class blah 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 with it. No, you just have to do stless. All right, you just have to do stless, and then you get this and press enter. So let's say test screen, right? And then you have this. So this is what I am going to show you. All right, what that is and why it is very important in Flutter. All right, so this is for creating a stateless widget. Let's say you want to create a stateful widget, right? You only enter stateful and then you enter the name of the class, right? And then you enter the name of the class, as you can see. Now, how is this done? How does the app know that, okay, when you press stateful, you want to create a stateful widget? When you enter stless, you want to create a stateless widget? That is what they call live templates. All right, in Flutter or in Android Studio we call it live templates, and this is created by default when you install Flutter. All right, but you can also create your own type of live templates, assuming you have assuming you are creating a provider app, right, or a provider class that normally uses consumer widgets. You know, it's very crazy writing all those things. So let's see, you have something like this, stateless, and then you call test screen, but you want to have this as a provider class, right? So what you have to do is you have to change this particular stateless widget to consumer widget. All right, and then when you come here you have to enter the widget ref. All right, in order to create a stateless or to create a provider class that uses consumer widget. And same applies to when you want to create a provider stateful class. All right, so when you want to create that, you have to say consumer stateful widget. All right, and then you come here and change this particular state to consumer state. All right, and then you come down here as well and change this state to consumer state. You know, this is a lot of work that you do when you are creating a class. So what if you have your own template that when you enter something like provider, right, provless, then it creates this consumer widget for you, and then when you have something like prov full, then it also gives you this particular widget. So that is what we are doing in this episode. All right, so to get that done, the first thing is to go to your settings. All right, go to file, go to settings, and then go to editor. On the drop down you go to live templates. Right, then in that live template, you can see all the templates that we have here, right? So in Flutter, you see we have the stateless templates, and then we have the stateful template. All right, so you can just click on Flutter and then click this add live template. All right, and then you give the abbreviation that you want to use for that particular template. So we want to create a consumer widget template, right? So you do prove less. All right, prove less, and then you can call it new consumer, right? New consumer widget. Right, and then when it comes to the code, so you drop a template text in here, and then that will be our stateless code. All right, so we'll have that. For now, let's go and get a stateless code, which is this. So we have this stateless code. We'll just copy this and then come here, then we drop it. All right, and then as we drop it, what we are doing is changing this stateless widget to consumer. All right, to consumer widget, and then in here we will also make this widget ref. All right, and then this becomes widget ref. So we are just creating our templates. We are creating our templates that we want to use for provider consumer widgets. All right, so in here you come down here and then you define it for, it's going for that, right? And then at the top level, so it goes for that at the top level, and then you apply, then okay. Yeah, so now we've created our consumer widget. So let's try it out. All right, so we enter prove less, and then you can see we have our consumer widget. We have our consumer widget. All right, import your widget ref, and then you have your consumer widgets done. All right, and then we can go ahead and then create the same thing for the consumer stateful widget. All right, so yeah, so this is for our consumer stateless widget, and then we'll create another one for our consumer stateful widget. All right, so this will be prove full. I'm using prove because this is for provider. All right, this is for Riverpod. When you are creating Riverpod, you want to use the Riverpod stuff ref in your app. You need a Riverpod widget. All right, so this, I'm using prove because of that, to just make it sound like, yeah, that is what I'm using it for. So this goes for providers. All right, so we can have prove full, which is provider full, provider stateful widget. So we can have new consumer. We just describe the templates that you are using. All right, so you can say new consumer stateful widget. All right, yeah, then in the code we can equally come here and can copy the already existing code for stateful widgets, and then we will just look for our new prove full, put it in here, and then in here we'll replace the stateful widget with consumer. All right, with consumer stateful widgets, and then in the state we will replace this with consumer states. All right, and then this will also be replaced with consumer state. Yeah, so this becomes our new stateful widget for consumer, right? So we just select the code that it applies to, the language it applies to, that at the top level, and then we apply. So now we have our provless, and let's try the prov full. Alright, so we just import our consumer stateful widget. Okay, alright, so there's an error that we have to clear out. Alright, so to do that, let's just create a stateful widget and then call it test, and then we will change this, alright, to consumer stateful widget. This is also another way of creating it so that you wouldn't find the errors that I encountered. Alright, yeah, so now we can copy this rather and then go replace it in the template. Right, so we come to this template and then replace it with this. So this becomes our variable name. Alright, so this becomes our variable name. Yeah, so if we apply this now, we should now have a complete working prov full widget. We should now have a complete working prov full widget. Yeah, so that is it. We now have our provless widgets. We've created a template that now works for our provider stateless widgets and our provider stateful widgets. So now when you go into a new screen or you want to create a stateless widget or stateless widget class, consumer widget class for providers, instead of doing it one by one or writing single codes, you can now make use of the templates, either provless and make use of it. Just import the classes, alright, or you go with prov full for provider stateful widget, alright, and then you are done. So that is that for this episode. I hope you've learned something new, and I hope you now understand why I love Flutter so much, because it makes your life better as a developer and makes your work simple. So don't forget to like, comment if this helped you or this is your first time knowing of live templates, and also subscribe.